Oh my God, my ear is ringing from that.
Hi guys, welcome back.
Hi guys, welcome back. Oh my God.
She became Britney Spears overnight. Christina Aguilera.
Yeah.
Oh.
What was that movie they did, Moulin Rouge or whatever, where she was like performing to be in burlesque? You know what I'm talking about?
I have no fucking clue.
No?
No.
Someone knows what I'm talking about.
Not even
I think
one.
it's Moulin Rouge.
Anyways, welcome back, guys. Welcome to Barefaced Banter.
Oh my God, we didn't even say
the
hi.
Name of
the name of our podcast. Here we are. Same old, same old. Miranda has new nails. I just wanted to highlight that because I would bring up our nails every time. But you know what? We're girls.
They're like this
They're so pretty.
Iridescent purple blue color. I
Yeah.
couldn't decide between purple or blue, so I went with both.
No, they're so cute. I'm obsessed.
Thanks. I love them too.
I'm getting my nails done soon, so I'm excited to
Copy me.
No, maybe. I'm like, hi, can you do these nails exactly?
She like brings a picture of my nail.
You're gonna kill me if I do that.
No,
well,
I
how
don't
was
care.
your week?
It was good. What did I do this week?
Let me guess. I worked. I took clients.
You're such a bitch.
Isn't that what you do?
Yeah, it is.
Exactly. Every time.
Every time.
I mean, it is your job.
Yeah.
But you've been working out a lot.
True. I have been making more time to eat healthy and work out.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling a lot better.
I think we
like
mentioned...
an adult.
I eat dinner now. No, we talked about this, but I forget who I was joking with, and I always say like people are in the winter, they're like, oh, get fit for the summer. You know, there's like 6 months out, you can get fit for summer. And I don't know why I always do the reverse. I'm like, it's summer, everyone looks good, I should start working out now. And then like by winter, I'm like, wow, I love what I look like, and then I'm wearing sweaters.
You love what you look like, and then you're like, wait, but holidays are coming.
Exactly.
And desserts everywhere.
Maybe it does work though, because we're working out and then we eat a ton, and you probably don't notice because we've been working out.
No, that's not how it works.
Well, maybe.
Well, my goal is to stick with it as a lifestyle instead of like going fluctuating.
No, you've been doing so well.
Thank you.
We're going to get Mary on the podcast to talk about it and just give you even more
Mary
support.
Apparently posted me on her freaking Snapchat working out the other day.
Wait, like her Snapchat stories or whatever?
Yeah, she's she has like 800,000 followers on Snapchat.
I can't even believe that Snapchat's
People
still a
use
thing.
I know, that's what I said. But she makes her money through Snapchat. So my mom came and she's like, oh, I saw the video that Mary posted of you. And I'm like,
you're like, huh?
What video? She's like, on her Instagram. I was like, what the fuck? So I like go to her Instagram. I was like, Mom, she didn't post anything of me. I'm pretty sure. I was like, was it on her Snapchat? And she's like, I don't think I go on Snapchat. And I was like, and then like Mary comes over and I'm like, what did you post of me? And she's like, her face was so confused. She's like, maybe on Snap. She's like, oh yeah,
she probably posted your butt and everyone was like,
no,
yeah.
I was doing these like back rows.
Oh,
my
nice.
mom like, she's like, she put like, my friend's been working out and I'm so happy.
Aww.
Like she said something like, I'm so proud of her consistency, whatever. And then so she showed me the video. She's like, oh no, it was on Snap. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes more sense because I don't watch her snaps. I don't go on Snapchat.
I think I have the app still and I'm like pretty sure I'm signed in. I don't. The only thing I see every once in a while, actually, I am signed in because I see Snapchat will be like, this day 7 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's like, because I have not used the app in 7 years.
No, literally. I don't use Snapchat. I just get snaps from people and then I open them.
Oh no, I don't even get snaps anymore. That's how bad it is.
Really?
Like I've not been on that platform.
Completely ghosted.
I don't know anyone who uses Snapchat.
I don't either. That's what I'm saying.
Actually, Zach's friends use Snapchat, but it's so dumb. They use it as like a literal chat. I'm like, you guys could just text like a group text.
See, but to me, it's like so glitchy to use it as a chat.
Yeah,
like, why would you not want your chats to stay?
I think it's
because
it's
save
fantasy.
them every time. It's just I don't understand the concept.
And they're boys. They send like weird stuff.
Yeah, and the second Instagram came out with like you can send photos like that, like snaps on Instagram. I was like, I'm not gonna even.
Oh,
use
like
Snapchat.
the allow once type of thing.
Like they do. You can send individual videos.
I never know when I click on it if it's like. If I see allow once, is it that I'm picking that option or is it that the next time I click it, that's the allow once? You know what I mean? It's like the most old thing about me because it's like allow once, leave in chat or like whatever. I never know. So I always go through it like at least 3 times and then I'm like, whatever, I'll just send it here. But I never use that.
Really?
No, I just text people.
Oh yeah, if you're going to send them something. Yeah.
I don't care.
I mean, I don't know. I literally haven't used Snapchat for years. So to me, it was
But
like.
you went viral on her Snapchats, what you're saying.
Apparently. She posts me all the time on her Snap.
Without marry without consent.
No, it's
in
fine. I don't
2024? No,
care.
I'm just kidding.
There was one video that she posted, or like it was a photo actually, but she was getting ready to go on a trip and she was doing a like, try on haul for all her clothes, right? So um there's literally a fucking picture of me in the background sitting on her couch like a freaking humpback. Like I'm literally hunched
No.
over like with my
No, like,
and I think
bad
I was
posture,
smoking
just
hookah, like holding the thing, watching her try out. She was doing a little like
yeah, so
fashion
you were like
show and I'm judging her outfits and then like she literally posted her in the mirror like all cute and I'm just like in the back like
just like a gremlin?
yes.
No.
And then she showed it to me. I don't care. Like to me, she
No.
like knows I don't care. So I
Yeah.
was just like, she doesn't do it on purpose. She doesn't do me down like dirty like that.
Also,
but
like,
it was
most
just
people
like
were probably looking at her outfit. But, like, you and me would be like, "Oh my god, look at the girl in the back." Because that's
like,
who we are. We're like
with
trolls.
my hookah. I was like, I don't care.
Literally
It was
under a
funny.
bridge.
Yeah.
That's just you with your
I'm
little
like this
hookah.
weird girl in the background, always in her snaps. Oh my god.
Just her number one fangirl. It's fine. No
Literally.
big deal.
Oh my gosh.
So you were posted on Snapchat and you've been working out a lot.
Yep.
That's your update.
Yep.
I genuinely don't have any idea what. Actually, I do know. Zach got COVID. Thanks, Zach. Thankfully I didn't get it. Did I not tell you this?
You did, but you're so mean.
What do you mean?
Thanks, Zach. Instead
Okay.
of, oh, he's okay.
Well, okay. No. Hold on. Because he went on a boys' trip and then he came back and he immediately got sick and like multiple of them got COVID.
Okay.
So we tested Zach. He had COVID, but I happened to get my period for the first time in 3 months. I was stressed out. And so I had like the period from hell. Zach had COVID, so he was in isolation in our guest room.
Yeah.
And then I was taking care of the 2 dogs and like taking care of him and myself. So that's why I'm like, he got COVID. Thanks, Zach. Because it was like the worst time to possibly get COVID.
That's why you've been kind of in isolation.
Yes. I have not done anything.
And that's why you almost forgot to upload last week's podcast.
No. Well, okay.
I'm just kidding.
Actually, it was
I
that.
texted Anhely at like 11:30 Wednesday night.
So
And I was
bad.
like, because normally she'll text me with like
Once I'm editing.
when
yeah.
she's done editing, like, hey,
on
I
like
uploaded
earlier
it.
days, not the night before.
Yeah. And she'll like ask for the description, whatever title,
Yeah.
we'll agree on things. And then so she didn't text me and I was like, wait, it's 11:30 Wednesday. And I had just realized it was Wednesday night. And so then I'm like, and she has her notifications off. So I'm like, damn, she's probably asleep. We're not going to have an episode
I had like
tomorrow.
my automatic sleep mode or whatever.
Yeah. And then she texts me back at midnight. She's like, I just finished editing, dude. I forgot.
No, I literally started. Okay. So at 9:30, Zach and I were FaceTiming. I was so tired. I didn't even want to do anything. And I was like, ugh, I'm just going to stay in bed and like, whatever. And then I'm not even kidding you. I was like, fuck. And I literally think I said fuck like 6 times back to back. And Zach was like, what? And I was like, I have to edit the podcast. And he was like, no.
Like the most.
So it was 9:30.
dramatic.
It took me like 30 minutes just to get my computer completely dead. Then I had to upload. I didn't even have the video from my phone uploaded to the computer yet.
Oh my god.
So then I had to wait for it to
dude.
upload.
That
Then I
takes
had
forever.
to like edit the audio. And then I had to go and edit the whole podcast. So I didn't finish until I literally uploading and everything. It was like 1 a.m. And the next day at work, I was a zombie. Not to mention I ate like garbage the night before because I was like, I had dinner at like 9:30.
Oh my gosh.
So it was just not a good day.
We got it up though. We're dedicated and committed to this podcast. Well, I've
Yeah,
reminded
you texted me at 11:30. You went, okay, if that's all, I'm going to bed. I was like, bitch.
What do you want me to do? Stay up for moral
No,
support?
literally, we agreed on the title, agreed on the description. And she was like, okay, I'm going to bed. And I was like, okay, bye. Whereas you before you'd been like, oh, dude, I'll stay on FaceTime with you. You're like, I got to work out in the morning. I'm going to bed. Have a good night.
What do you want me to do? We
I'm
have
just there on my
this shit down
couch.
packed. The next day I'm editing the clips. We're good. I honestly was prepared for it not to be uploaded. I was like, damn, she probably forgot. It's
Zach
fine.
was like, what happens if you push it a day? And I was like, never.
I know.
I will stay up till 3 a.m.
I
He was
know
like,
you. That's why I was
okay.
like, she'll remember.
yeah, I always do. Some way or another, I will remember.
Yeah.
But anyways, that was my
I
week.
also got into a little tiffle with my cleaning lady. I wanted to
Oh
talk about
shit.
this. This is a
Okay,
good
wait,
topic.
yeah, because
This is a good topic.
I need to hear it.
Yeah. So
We talked about it a little bit, but not
Did we
a little.
on the podcast or?
No, in life.
Oh,
As friends.
but they didn't hear it.
But they didn't hear it.
So my cleaner, she has been cleaning. We've known her for years. She's cleaned my mom's house in the past. And then she stopped cleaning for a while. We got her back or whatever. She quotes me. I have a 2-bedroom apartment, 2-bath. It's about, I don't know, maybe 1,200 square feet.
Yeah, it's not like you're in a mega mansion here.
Okay, so not super large. There's not stuff everywhere. It's like very like minimal, easy to clean.
2
kind
beds,
of place.
a desk. and
Yeah.
a vanity.
Plus, it's like exactly.
Like, you don't even have
It
like a
takes
ton of, there's
3
not a million dressers and shelves and
No.
art. Like,
No.
it's not like she's dusting every inch of this
Yeah,
house.
no. So I asked her for a quote to clean my house, and she's like, she first tells me, I think it was like 160 or something like that.
Immediately no.
And I'm like, okay, like how long do you think you're gonna be here? Like
Yeah.
160 is kind of excessive.
100%.
And she's like, first she said, how often do you need me to come? And I was like, I don't know, like once a month. And she's like, okay, if it's once a month, it'll
You're
be
like, oh, actually
160.
every day.
No, she said it'd be one. No, she said, was it 160 or 180? It was like 180, I think.
I think you told me 180
Yeah.
when you first told me.
And I was like, okay. And then I was like, why are you charging me 180 when my mom's house is double the size and she pays 120? Like that makes no
You
sense.
make it make sense. The math's not math.
I know. I'm like, what is this, a city thing? Like, are you being freaking
like you live in a
she's
city?
price gauging. Like, I don't know what she's doing. And so she goes, no, your mom wants cleaning every 2 weeks. You want it every month. So that's why yours is more expensive. And I was like, make that make sense, because to me it makes no fucking
Your mom's
sense.
still making, or your mom's still paying a significantly less amount, even with it being 2 times a month.
What, like in my head, I'm like, do you clean more when it's like a month long of
No,
filth? Like it's the same thing. You're doing the same thing. You're dusting, you're mopping, you're sweeping, whatever.
not. It might be a little dustier, but not $100 more expensive.
Okay, but even if it's a little dustier, you're still doing the same movements.
Exactly.
Like
exactly.
that would be like me charging a client to come in for a facial. And I'm like, well, if you're coming in every 2 weeks, I'm going to charge you less of a price, even though I'm doing the exact same service.
It's literally, it's like, oh, you have 2 months. Sorry, the dermaplane's going to be so much harder.
Exactly.
Now. That makes no sense.
No,
You're dermaplaning anyways.
Exactly. I clean faces. They clean floors. It's the same shit. So
We
I'm
clean.
like, yeah. So I'm like, no, that's bullshit. And I literally was like, okay, so how much would you charge me if I want you every 2 weeks? And she tells me $90. I'll do 90 for you.
Okay, but when you first told me this, it's literally the same price.
No, I know.
It's the same price.
No, I know.
So what? Like what? That's not saving me anything.
It doesn't make any sense, dude.
It's the same price, but it's also not saving me anything. So what's the benefit of you coming every 2 weeks for me? Like I just have to block out more time? That makes no sense. I'm not saving any money.
And then on top of that, they're just so like, she's so unprofessional to the point where like she's like, 1 week I ended up having to be out of town, so I let her know in advance, I can't see you this week because I'm gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Can we push it to next week? And then she sends the girl next week. It's not even her cleaning. She sends a cleaning lady. So
Nope.
the lady comes next week. The lady's like, oh, she wanted me to tell you that if you cancel a service, you're gonna have a cancellation fee. And I was like, okay, why didn't she just tell me that herself? Why is she sending her little minion
A
to come tell
cancellation
me?
fee?
Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, I gave her plenty of notice. It's not like I gave her less than 20.
Yeah, it's
I
not
gave her
like
a few days,
a couple
notice,
hours. You
a
said,
few
hey, never mind.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And she's like, yeah, I don't really know. Even the girl was rolling her eyes like, I don't really know. And I was like, okay, well, that's fine. I'll have her tell me herself, because I'm not going to take your, like, that's so weird.
Sorry, I don't work with you.
Yeah. I'm like, I'll have her tell me herself. Have her come talk to my face. How about that? And so the next.
Cash me outside.
Yeah,
How about that?
I'm like,
legit.
Literally. And I'm like, so then the next week, or next time she's supposed to come clean, she cancels on me. She tells me, hey, I have a problem. I can't come this week. Can we come do next week? And
Hell no.
mind you, she's not only just canceling, she's trying to change my days all the time. And like, we can't come Wednesday. Can we come Friday? And I'm like, no, I literally block out time so I can be home and let the door, because I don't give them a key.
Well, you also have animals too.
Yes, I let them in. I usually leave while they're here just to give them space, but like I let them in.
Like, hey, you didn't get that counter.
Yeah, I'm like, make sure you get the dust in the corner.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, psst, psst.
Above the.
Yeah.
No, but like, so I'll let her in or whatever, and she's like, she tries to change day. I'm like, that's not going to work for me. Like, if you want me to commit every 2 weeks to charge me that price,
it needs to be the day
you
I
need
chose.
to be exactly don't be late. Don't be like, be on time. Make sure it fits in the schedule. Don't try to come early.
What
don't try
she
to come
fucked
late.
up on is you own a business, and it's like literally the same thing but different, because you have time slots, you have a job that you have to do, and it's on your schedule but also the client's schedule. Like, it's literally the same thing. For her to come to you and try to like be messy is just a really bad idea.
Exactly.
Because you are like, no ma'am, it's an organized schedule. I know how it fucking works.
Like,
I do
if
the same
you want
thing.
me to commit every 2 weeks, you need to commit to my time.
Exactly.
That's it. And so when she canceled on me, I was like, I literally told her.
Wait, but not to mention, you don't save money by her coming every 2 weeks.
No.
Because 90 and 90 is 180, right?
No, yeah, exactly.
So what the fuck is the
I don't know. I don't know. And that's why I think it was 160. I think it was 160.
Wow.
$20 savings.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big savings.
I know.
Big fucking
So
savings.
I literally was like, I told her, I was like, okay, if you're gonna cancel on me, then am I gonna get a credit for my next fucking service? Because you want me to pay a cancellation
When
fee?
you do that, yeah, when you cancel on someone, you're like, hey, like next time, blah, 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 whatever. You are servicing your client.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I
No,
can't with this bitch.
it just makes no sense. So I ended up canceling her. I literally told her this makes no sense.
No.
What you're running your
Not to mention,
business.
she doesn't do like a deep clean. She's
No.
doing a regular clean. So that's where I'm like, 180 is usually, from my experience of people cleaning houses, and I'll tell you what my cost is and everything like that. Literally, 180 is a deep clean. And that's like, you're cleaning my windows inside and
Inside of the
outside.
fridge.
You're cleaning my stove, my microwave, my fridge, like the inside of the oven.
Some
like
even do like the bedding, and they wash the bedding.
exactly. Like you're folding my laundry.
Yeah,
like,
you're
that's
here
crazy.
for a few hours.
For an apartment, $180.
They're
is
in and out
insane.
in less than 2 hours sometimes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, because the people who do my house, so she's very sweet actually, and it was a friend's recommendation. Her family's been using them forever, and her name's Fabiola. She's very sweet. She usually brings someone with her, so it's 2 people. And when I had an apartment, it would take like 2 hours, and I had a 1-bedroom, but it was just like we had carpet, so they would like vacuum like crazy. Now we have like hardwood, so they basically have to like mop everything, and it usually takes 3 hours.
Yeah.
Mind you, we have a 3-bedroom like 2-floor house now.
Yeah.
So it takes 3 hours, and they charge us basically the same thing. It's literally $120 for my whole house.
That's crazy.
And she will come once a month, or she'll come every other month. It doesn't change if I have her come more frequently or less. We're not doing any price gouging or anything like that. It is $120. And if I need her to come at a certain time, like she literally, dude, one of her ladies had COVID, and she still said, I'll come clean your house. And I was like, no, dude, it's fine. And she was like, no, you have family coming in. And I was like, that's crazy. You're not going to clean my whole 3-bedroom house with one person. That's like a lot of work. And she was like, it's not a big deal. I'll be able to do it. And I was like, okay, then don't do like the little extra things. Like, don't worry about like the stove
like
or anything.
Clean.
I was like, just dust and like clean the mirrors, because it is a lot of floor to do. It is a lot to work.
Yeah.
And I mean, Zach and I can do it, but it is like our whole day. But she still charges $120.
That's worth it.
And
that's why I need her number.
She's great. She's so sweet.
Because that's the thing, is like, I live in an apartment complex, and we're constantly in the group chat. Like we have a group chat
talking about stuff
asking
like that,
for a cleaner. Okay. There's one girl, her name's Alejandra. She cleans a lot of the apartments here.
Yeah. And I feel like that's always how it is in complexes.
Yeah. I haven't used her. Which I was actually going to hit her up because this other lady wasn't good. But like, it's like if you get one, like their business relies on referrals.
There's so literally when you marketing
treat
for that
me like that.
Yeah.
Like you're going to lose 3 accounts that you were connected with through me, because I'm going to go talk to them about it. And
well, it is kind of crazy to me, because I was thinking about it, and I know we talked about this when we said it earlier, but it's like, your mom has been using her for a very long time.
Exactly.
So to not give you a good price is crazy, because there is that like loyalty. And they say that a lot of times. And I feel like people can relate to that, because some cleaners will say, oh yeah, like out the gate, I know if I have a friend and she pays like $270 or something like that. Like she pays a ridiculous amount for a like 1-bedroom basically apartment. And that is like too much money. And I understand that some people are like really detailed. They like want the inside of the mirrors like scraped, like they're psychotic about certain things. So like I get it. But that is a deep clean, and deep cleans cost more money. I understand that. But to charge that much money for an apartment, to me, I would never pay it. That's just
if I'm paying her $270, she better wipe the inside of my asshole. I'm just saying.
Like, do my dishes, tuck me in at night, and then leave.
Kiss me on the forehead and then leave.
And leave. 100%.
Fuck, dude.
No, $270.
They're making so much money off of nothing.
Literally no. Absolutely not.
It's fucking crazy.
But referrals is everything. So it's crazy to me that she would even risk like being a bitch, for lack of a better term, to you.
I know. She like gave me a thumbs up emoji too. She was like being petty as hell.
And she speaks English, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes there's a language barrier, so I'll give them that.
No.
But there's not a language barrier with her.
She speaks broken English, but I can tell that she uses Google Translate, because she sent me a message.
Aww.
It was like half Spanish, half English, and it was translated.
Oh, but some words
she
don't
copied
translate.
And pasted.
I mean, she could just type to you in Spanish. You freaking know it.
I know. But
you
like,
just tell her,
man,
maybe she'll give you another $20 discount.
Oh my god,
woo, $20.
Dude, they're crazy.
No, I definitely am gonna send you my lady, but maybe try the lady who everybody else uses in this complex because she already knows the complex and she understands the parking and everything like that.
Yeah.
But I will send you Fabiola. She's the best. If you need someone actually.
It literally makes me want to start a cleaning business.
Well, they definitely make a lot of money.
I know.
It's crazy.
I could facilitate this a lot better. I would run this shit.
This reminds me of the towel story with you.
What towel?
The towel service.
Oh God, the
I don't
cleaning, the
remember if
laundry
we I don't remember
service.
if we talked about the laundry
I don't
service.
think so.
But it's the same thing. They're so disorganized. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, you had a good idea for a business and then you go into it with like such poor execution and then you wonder why your business doesn't grow or it's not successful.
Literally drives me crazy when I see that and I'm like, can I just help you?
That's
Like I
called being
literally
a business consultant.
responded. I know. I literally responded to. I should do that on the side.
100%.
I literally the amount of fucking side hustles I have is crazy. But I
it's because you're a very versatile person.
I know. I literally messaged her. I said, "This is not how you do business. Good luck." That was how I peace out.
Wait, because the way that you spoke to the towel people was pretty.
Catch me outside.
The towel people, didn't you say?
Oh,
you
God.
said something along the lines of that. The guy was like on the phone with you, and he was like, "I'm so sorry."
No. He kept going. He kept explaining because they basically what had happened is they messed up my towel. Like I had a cleaning laundry service for my towels at work. They messed up my towels. Like they came back with like stains and stuff, and
they also couldn't figure out your schedule.
Were white
I don't
towels.
know why they couldn't figure out the
right.
pickup. They couldn't figure out the
drop off.
drop
They were trying
off.
to come
Nothing.
during outside of office hours. We clearly we had ongoing issues with these people weekly. And so the manager calls me because I asked for the manager to call me because I was like, now I have him on speed dial. I literally have his number saved.
She was pissed.
Anytime we have an issue, I'm like, let me just call George.
Well, it's also
so
he's
George
probably like,
calls
fucking
me.
Miranda. He has you saved as Miranda, the bitch who complains.
Miranda the Karen. So George calls me and he's explaining the situation. He's like, I'm so sorry.
He's like a yapper. He's yapping,
trying to make the situation better. And I said,
I think he was looking
George,
for empathy. I think he was looking for empathy.
I said, listen, George, I'm going to stop you there. I was like,
mind you, I was at Miranda's house when she's on the phone with him and I was washing my face, literally trying so hard not to laugh because I could not. She was literally just sitting there as he was talking and she was like, just for the people listening, she's just looking, you know, when you're on the phone with someone, you don't give a shit. You're just like,
you're
rolling your eyes. You're just like, God, he's talking.
Waiting for him to finish.
Exactly.
So I had to interrupt him because he wouldn't freaking finish talking.
So she said,
I said, let me just stop you there. Let's not waste your breath. Like, this is a situation. How are you going to fix it? Because I was like,
you said something along the lines of like, this sounds like your business.
Oh
like,
yeah,
this is a business issue you should have resolved before you talk to me.
Yeah,
or
because
something like
he
that.
was
You
trying
said something
to
along the lines of like, this is a business issue.
This is a you problem.
Figure it out.
It's your business. It's your problem.
Yeah,
I'm the customer, so don't come talk to me on how to fix your problem.
You literally said this sounds like something that you guys should have figured out before you let us sign up for this service. You said something like that, and I was like, get him, fuck George, because it's true. Why did you start this business if you can't even execute a fucking pickup and drop off?
No, literally.
The one thing you're supposed to do is pick up my towels, wash the towels, fold the towels, and drop them off. You didn't pick up the towels. You didn't wash them right. You didn't fucking fold them right, and you didn't even drop them off right.
No.
So
they lost my key. That was another thing. I was like, bro, I can't. Like,
no, you were so mad.
Yeah, because I had been dealing with them. I've given them so many chances. I don't get to that level immediately. I'm pretty level-headed.
I also
and
love
reasonable.
that when you mentioned, you were like, I don't know what the driver was thinking, and he goes, yeah, I know what driver that is. I'm like, okay, first of all, you're not gonna come to me and try to talk shit, like saying like, oh yeah, that driver's bad. Why is he employed? Get a new driver. And then he's like, don't worry.
They've been having employment issues. I was like, that sounds like a you problem. That's
Miranda's
not
like,
for me.
Miranda was like, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't care. And then he's like, well, I'm going to be the driver for your pickup. And Miranda was like, okay, well, I'm leaving the key here. So
like, it's just crazy.
It was fucking ridiculous.
So business consulting on the side, like literally
Miranda LLC.
The amount of bad business that I see is like insane.
I just think there's a lot of people with ideas in life. And again, execution is everything.
Yeah.
You can have as many ideas as you want. If you do not actually perform well when like push comes to shove, it doesn't matter how fucking good your idea is or how good your business is. No one's going to know because impressions are everything. And that first impression is so crucial.
Yeah.
And then you have to continue to build that relationship.
It's
like
exactly.
Relationships
it's not
everything.
just a first impression thing. That's the most important because that's going to retain the client or customer or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like any brand. And then the second, like, but they'll drop off quick if you don't have like,
100%.
because the next guy next door is going to do a better job. Why would you not go? And you have to be competitive. You have to be like reliable. You have to be authentic. You have to, it's the amount of like it's to me, it's wild, like, how and customer service is huge. Like,
100%.
if I make a mistake or if I've changed
It's
schedules on
ownership,
clients,
accountability.
I say, "I'm so sorry." I usually offer something. I usually
Mhm.
say, "Thank you so much for your
You,
flexibility."
like, go out
I'm
of your
flexible
way.
with them too, so it's
Mhm.
like it's a working relationship. It's not just like a me, you, me. Like, I'm not gonna charge you because you like wanted to change your appointment.
No.
No, if you give me reasonable notice, it's in my policy. Okay, but if there's a continuous problem, if one
Yeah.
client is doing, then I'm gonna have to set a boundary,
Mhm.
and I warn. And if I warn and they
Well, it's
accept it,
also,
like
like,
it's
not
like
it's unrealistic and unfair because if you continue to allow that person to do that, you're actually taking up and occupying space that a customer who is willing would be able to utilize.
yeah,
So you are setting the boundary of like, okay, I'm not going to allow this person to continue to clog up the schedule.
yeah,
When someone who's going to pay and show up and want to be there and have an on-time
exactly.
arrival, they're
Some
going to
people
want that
don't
spot.
realize that when you switch up on me, it also takes money out of my business pocket.
100%.
So, like, "Oh, I'm just calling you next week. It's not a big deal." Yeah, but I didn't make the money today.
Yeah.
So, I could have made the money today, but because you didn't come,
Yeah, and now you
that's why
took
I
up
have a
this spot
cancellation
and now you're taking up a
policy.
spot next week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Time is money, guys.
100%. Yeah, I feel like people don't recognize that your time is your money. And like
Yeah.
owning a business, every single thing impacts it. And I don't know, people don't realize that and that's why we've said it before, not everyone should be a parent, not everyone should have a dog, not everyone should be a cat owner, and not everyone should be a business owner.
Yeah.
And if you have an
You see some
idea,
imbeciles making it out there and you're just like, "How the fuck are they still
I
surviving?"
am a firm believer that if you don't have it, you should hire it. Like if
Yeah.
you don't know how to do something, put your ego aside. And I feel like that's probably why so many people fail.
Yeah.
They try to do so many different things. And a lot of people are like, oh, shoot, like I don't have the resources. I don't have the resources. But sometimes you do have to like put your neck out there and be like, shit, I'm going to be past my limit. But it's because it's a long term. You're not looking at the short term of like, oh, okay, like I can't do it now or it's going to be expensive or I'm going to not be making money. In the long term, if that person helps you grow,
Yeah.
that person is worth it. It's worth it. It's an investment in your business and you're not always going to see an immediate return in things. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's a long-term goal.
Yeah. No,
So
and
hire it. If you don't know, if you want to start a business and you're like, I don't know how to operate it, because there's a business owner and then there's a business operator. And some people can do both, aka Miranda, and some people can't. Like
to a certain point.
not everyone can be an active operator. Like
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
have to do so many different things and you outsource some stuff, like some accounting things you
I
outsource and
do.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's because you don't have that ignorance and that like arrogance to say like, oh, I
You
can do it
can't do it
all.
all.
No,
You
it's
can't do it
stupid.
all.
And it doesn't
In
actually
the
save you
beginning, you
money.
might have to sometimes, like, if you don't
Sure.
have the capital to hire someone or whatever, but at the end of the day, you have to be if you're gonna do it all, you have to be well versed in
100%.
every single avenue of your business. Like, the amount of hats I wear on a daily basis is
But that's
insane.
because you're capable and not everybody's like that.
Okay, thank you. But also, like, it does get tiring, and my biggest struggle right now is trying to figure out where do I now outsource more
Yeah.
of my skills because I will say, like, not to brag or anything, but I do have a pretty, like, versatile skill set.
Mhm.
Which means like I can actually work on the skin. I can do really great customer service. I'm good
Yeah.
at social media. Like I can do all these things, but now I'm like, where do I want to take a step back and focus my energy on this? Or do I want to hire someone to do the skin?
Well,
Like it's like a lot of
because it
stuff
is there is a point where it's like, okay, this is a well-functioning machine, but then I need to push past this for growth.
to grow.
And I
You
think
have
that
to delegate.
sometimes you have to let go of some things and say,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you know what? This is a pretty autopilot product, system, flow, whatever. I can put someone else in here that I trust, that I know is going to be able to do a good job, and then I can grow the other part of it. I
Yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
continue to
One
expand.
of my friends, I forgot who told me this. It might have been Mary, I think, but someone told me
Mary gets
basically
so many shout outs, it's
I
crazy.
know. We need to bring this bitch on. So
Seriously.
it's basically like a four square, right?
Uh-huh.
And you
Oh, I
put
know exactly what this is.
was it you that told
Nope,
me?
it wasn't me, but I know this because when I got my first EA job, I worked for like this
Okay.
really smart person and she was like, categorize the things based on importance.
Basically, at the end of the day, what you want to outsource is what you're not good at and what you can't do.
So basically, bottom right square.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. So and like that's
It's the same logic.
yeah.
I think it's really important. And I mean, I don't know, we've said it a couple times, but if you're going to own a business, you have to have like balls because you have to be risky to be able to say, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to be good at it. And I think the best thing you can do when you own a business, me not owning a business, but my parents started a ton when I was younger. And the thing that I always saw from them, and my mom always says this, she's like, fuck it. Mind you, my mom doesn't cuss, so she doesn't say fuck it. But she's like, we'll figure it out, basically. The idea
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
whatever, you have to make mistakes. And it's so cliche to be like, you're going to make mistakes.
No, you do.
But
I've
you
made a
don't
ton.
learn by saying you know everything. And the best advice is like, the one thing I know is I know nothing. And I love that. I love
Yeah.
that phrase, because the second you start thinking you know things, you're not going to grow.
Oh, yeah.
You are better off saying I know nothing, and there's always someone out there smarter than me.
Yep, exactly.
And I'm pretty sure we've
I've
talked
made
about this
mistakes
stuff.
that cost me upwards of thousands, like really bad
Mhm.
mistakes. Yeah.
Yeah, but
And
at least
so-
you have the like humility to be like, okay, it's okay. I make mistakes, but I learn from them.
Yeah.
That's
Like, I'll
different.
never do that again. And
Yeah.
then
You're like, whoosh.
slap on the wrist.
Miranda's like, cross
slap
out.
in the bank account.
Miranda's like, okay, can't
slap
do
to
that.
the ego. Like all this shit.
Just sitting on the couch. Fuck.
Depressed for a week. Okay, back up and let's do it. Like
Yeah.
that's
Back to dermaplaning Anhely's hamster face.
I can see it in the light right now.
Miranda, why do you always out me? I know.
You said it first.
I know. Actually, it's funny because I was walking, I was walking to my car, and my neighbor, she has these 2 little pugs, and they're so cute. I was walking to my car, and she was like, "Hey," and I was like talking to her, and then I was like, "This is TMI," because we were talking about everything. And then she was like, "Oh, where are you going?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm going to my like friend's house." And then I said, "Oh, she's actually my esthetician too." And then she was like, "Oh, wow, how cool." And then I said, "Yeah, it's probably TMI, but I look like a hamster right now because I haven't gotten dermaplaned." And then she was like, "Not a TMI. I dermaplaned myself." And she has like that little machine or whatever. She's like older. Give her a
Okay,
break. She
I'm
has like
like,
she also has like no
Did
hair
you
on her
give
face.
her my business card?
I actually, as I was walking away, she was like, "I'm jealous." I was like, "I'll send you her info."
Yeah, please do.
No, 100%.
Don't want her dermaplaning herself.
No, she's the sweetest, but we joked about it, and I did out myself because I knew I was in the light and she could have totally seen it. I said it, and she immediately
You see it more than anyone else.
Miranda, I said it, and she immediately looked at my cheek, and I was like, she could see it.
Because you call it out. That's what I'm saying.
But I know it's there.
You're the one who mentions it. The only other person that sees it as much as you is me.
Well, probably Zach too.
Zach doesn't give a shit.
He definitely notices when I look like a hamster.
Really?
I mean, for sure.
That's funny.
You know what? Actually, that reminds me
Zach's
of.
like, babe, we can't kiss today. You have a mustache.
Speaking of, I literally one time I had like a hair, and I was like, "You let me go out like this?" And he's like, "What are you talking about? I didn't realize it." I'm like, "How did you not see
the voice we use when it
It's not what Zach sounds like. They've all heard it, and he doesn't sound like that. But I'm like, "You're gonna let me go out with a freaking hair?"
like a dumb bear.
Literally, there's just one right there, and I'm like, "Dude, you need to tell me." That's why I have tweezers in my car, because just thunk.
Yeah.
How could you
I
not
need to
tell
put
me?
tweezers in my car.
Tweezers in your car?
Mm-hmm. I need to put them.
Maybe if you don't drop coffee on them, they'll be useful.
Oh my god. Anyways, guys.
Our thoughts for thought this week.
Yeah, thank you.
Miranda segue. Anyway,
Lost my train of thought again.
Our thoughts for thought this week is a college degree worth it anymore? And it's because when we were talking about Miranda's maid situation, cleaning lady. By the way, is it offensive that I call them maids?
I
Do you call
don't
it a
ever
cleaning
call
lady?
them maids. I call them cleaning lady.
Okay, but I also think like cleaning ladies, like, oh, that cleaning lady.
Yeah, no, true,
You know what I
because
mean?
it could be a man. Let's be gender neutral here.
No,
Cleaning man.
but it also is really
Cleaning
offensive to be like,
person.
oh, that cleaning
I
lady.
call her
you know?
cleaner, the cleaners.
Oh, okay.
Usually I say cleaners.
But cleaners could also be like dry cleaners. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
the
but then you would say
cleaners?
the dry cleaners. It's different.
No, some people just say cleaners.
I don't say or a housekeeper.
Oh,
Or a housekeeper.
That's probably the nicest, most neutral.
I heard a whisper in my ear, housekeeper.
It's just God.
Housekeeper. It's gender neutral.
Yeah, I guess it's probably offensive that I say maid.
Well,
I think it's
I
old
think
school.
maid is just old school.
Also, like maid service is like a thing you can Google. So give me a break. I'll start. It depends. I think that in some industries and in some lines of work, a degree is necessary. Example, you wouldn't want a teacher teaching children if they don't have an education themselves. They need a baseline.
True.
So I understand because I have a lot of educators in my family and a lot of teachers. They need certain degrees and they go to school and learn general education. They learn about all different things. They teach certain things and they're constantly going to school to learn about what they need to educate the children on because
Yeah.
it changes and like, you know, life events and stuff like that happen.
Right.
And so I think that it matters in some industries.
Okay.
I don't think it matters in every industry. Like, I think that if you are in a creative area, like, let's say you're a graphic designer, yes, you need to go to school for like basic graphic design. But I also think that there's so many people that learn graphic design
You need to learn the
themselves.
program.
Yeah, but there's also people that teach themselves those
No, that's what
things.
I'm saying. You more so need. So my answer to this question is, I think it depends on your goals.
That's literally what I said. I
No,
said that it doesn't matter.
you said it depends on the industry.
Oh, sorry.
You
Goals,
fucking
whatever.
bitch. I'm talking about the
Miranda!
goals.
All right, go for it.
Your goals. Okay, because here's the thing. I went to business school. I got a degree in
No, I'm just
management.
kidding. I gave the look of like,
I
did
own
she?
a business. Okay, but I will be completely honest.
Okay, girl boss. Sorry, it's my intrusive thoughts.
I'm just saying, complete honesty. What I learned in school didn't teach me jack shit. It didn't prepare me for shit about owning my own business.
They also, like, Zach went to school for business as well. He has his bachelor's in science in entrepreneurship and small business or something like that, management or ownership or whatever. And he said he did learn certain things, but it's not always applicable.
It's
and
not
you don't
applicable.
learn every aspect
The
of
amount,
it.
like the percentage of applicable knowledge.
Yeah,
That's what I was trying to say.
I hear you.
In the schooling system is probably 15 to 20%. Like I would
It's
say
transferable that much. Like, that's how much you can. Yeah,
yes.
okay.
The other 80 I learned in real life experience.
Well, I think that life experience teaches you a lot.
yeah.
But you also, I do think that common sense is a big thing because I
Oh, for
think
sure.
someone can have an education, they can go to school, and then they can have like zero common sense, and that person is going to be a doorknob.
Oh yeah, the amount of stuff I learned on Google University has been like
YouTube University is so
dude,
real.
that and
That's
Google,
how you and I both learn makeup,
literally
okay?
Google everything. Like I Google everything,
Yeah.
and I talk to the right people. My tax guy is very, very
See,
informative.
but that's the thing, you outsource the right people.
Right, but at the same time, like I still do my research. I literally
Yeah.
read articles online for hours sometimes, and like you have to do that. And I think I'm telling you, going to school is really dependent on your goals. If you're trying to be an engineer, you can't get a freaking engineering
No,
job without
yeah.
having an
Or
engineering
like an
degree.
architect, like you need to go to school for certain
Yes,
things.
like you can't. So there's, but I think a lot of the school system is just fluff. Like you're learning excess things.
Some
Like
degrees.
I wish that it was a very straight line. Like if you say, for example, I wanted to, like what I would prefer to do if I say for I have children in the future, they want to go to business school because they want to own their own business.
Mhm.
I would much rather them hire. Much rather pay for a business mentor to show them the ropes.
I was about to say mentorship.
Than to them to go to school, because the time frame that you're gonna save
Yeah.
in not going to school to learn.
Well, you're learning things that are
Bullshit.
just not applicable. Like they're teaching you basic things or like very extreme versions of things that you're like, when the
Yeah.
fuck am I going to use this?
Yeah.
Like Zach talks about all the math classes he took.
Oh
And
yeah.
like, congratulations, you can do math in your head. Woohoo. Good job, Zach.
Congratulations. You know what an integral is? Do you know what an integral is?
It sounds really familiar.
It's because I got up to calculus. It's like
is it
the S thing.
Oh, the what? I hated math.
It's
Remember
the
my mom
I
saying
think
that?
it's the reverse of a derivative. Do you remember derivatives?
Yeah, but I also don't know what that means.
Exactly. That's my point.
Went to business school, didn't go to business
No,
school.
this was in high school. I went to
Okay,
I
but
did
see, yeah,
calculus
no,
in
I
high
didn't.
school.
No, Miranda, they put me in the like dumb people math. Everything else I wasn't that dumb, but
She was an ESL.
but
and
math.
low math.
No, I think I've mentioned this, and I have no shame in it. I'm not a very like mathematical person, which is
Yeah.
insane that I work in like sales and relationships and stuff. Don't know how. I use calculators all day and like big whatever.
I
big
still
whoop.
do.
But in high school, I took like the algebra broken apart into 2 years, but it was like one. It was like algebra
1A
one
and 1B.
type of thing.
Yeah,
Yes, because
or pre-algebra and then algebra.
well,
or
no,
something.
like Lysandra and I also have like not dyslexia, but we have like a form of dyslexia when it comes to numbers. It gets very challenging for us to
It's literally
process.
called dyscalculia.
Of course, it would be dyscalculia. That's the most Latin freaking.
Yeah, it says it's specific.
They're
and
basically saying I
persistent-
can't calculate things. Thank you very much.
a specific and persistent difficulty in understanding numbers, which can lead to a diverse range of difficulties with math. A lot of people like okay, so basically when I used to tutor, a lot of people would have like they would see sixes as nines.
No, see, it's not
They would
that. It's
flip
just
'em in
that
their
it
head.
gets like too long for me to follow. Like I lose track of it.
Okay.
I genuinely think that the way, like the teachers that I had were like, I had 2 teachers that my mom really didn't like. And she remembers like them doing a very poor job of spending time with kids that had a challenge.
Yeah.
And they never even like separated me when it didn't make sense and like give me extra time at school
Yeah.
to pull me and be like, okay, let's do this and let's help her. They just like let me fall behind. And then I also had
She's
just
like holding on to the life raft. No.
no, I
She
also
doesn't
like
get division.
because of my like upbringing and just like the traumas and stuff that I went through, I also missed a lot of school and that really impacted me. Like
Yeah.
not going to school for like 2 weeks or whatever because of
You miss a whole lesson.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like I missed a lot of stuff in school. So it was very challenging. But the nice thing is as an adult, because I have like good people around me, if I don't understand something, typically I will just have someone explain it to me. And if I can see them walk me through every step, I might not memorize how to do it and be like, oh, okay, I can do it myself, but I can understand how to get there. But I'm bad at like math. I'm not bad with numbers. I'm just not good at like doing Zach will go and be like, okay, this product I'll end up spending $7 per whatever, whereas this pack I'll end up spending $8 per. So it's better to do this one as a deal. Like I think I've joked about it where if
that
I'm
you can't understand.
well, it's just I can't do it quickly. Like Zach will just look at it and be like, okay, I'm gonna divide this and then see how much it is per this. Like
See, that's like basic division.
but I'll pull out a calculator for it. I can do it. I just can't do it in my head.
Okay.
He's really good at mental
Mental
math.
math.
No, I'm not good at mental
That's
math.
a whole nother language.
Yeah.
I'm not good at that
no,
either.
Zach, dude, it's
I'm not
insane.
good at that. Dude, my calculator's on my shortcuts. I'm not good at mental math either.
Okay, so I'm not that bad because I use a calculator. I know how to get there. I just can't do it in my head.
I also have like I have formulas memorized in my head. Like I know the
Okay.
quadratic formula off the top of my head.
Miranda, don't even start talking to me in German because I'm not going to understand. Okay. Calculators.
I'm just
are my
curious to
friend.
know how many of you actually memorize the quadratic formula.
We'll have to ask.
Do you know
Zach.
which one that is?
No.
Do you know what it calculates?
I'm going to tell you right now. I didn't know it existed. I don't know what that is.
Okay, if I say it, do you
Was it
think
in
you'll
Algebra
remember?
3? They never put me in that one. Let's not
Negative
forget.
b plus or minus the square root of
See, you're
b
losing me.
squared minus 4ac all
Miranda,
over
I'm not an
2a.
auditory learner. You have to put it on a paper and then I have to stare at it and be like, minus b.
That shit's ingrained
Plus
in my
A.
head.
C plus? I just don't get it. Okay,
Do you know what the
oh my God. Stop making me look dumb, Miranda. Shut up. Okay, so our consensus is that education is important for certain things. I don't think that
Absolutely.
it's needed. I do think that you can still be an educated individual. You can apply yourself to
Yeah,
learn things
yeah.
and to go out of your way to read and to research and educate yourself. I
Yep.
don't think you need it to be a smart person. I think common sense is very important. Unfortunately, not everyone is born with it. That's why there's so many bad drivers. And it's true because driving's all common sense.
Yeah.
That's why they always say, like, in the test, if you're like stumped up on the test, what's more what makes more sense? That's what they tell you to do.
I'm a really good test taker because I think like that.
Just what makes most sense.
Yeah, like I can have like process of elimination.
Yep.
If you're doing like multiple choice.
Well, you're also a very smart individual. Like, I know if we IQ test you, you'd be very high.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I think my EQ is higher than my IQ.
Sure, but I think that you do have a higher IQ than you think you do. And you are definitely higher than the average.
Really?
Yes, Miranda.
Thank you. I don't think so.
I know so.
I know so.
You know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to do an EQ test and an IQ test.
Oh
and come
my
back.
gosh.
Should
That's
we?
good for next episode.
Okay, whoa. Next
What?
episode.
Oh, that's the facial one.
Yeah, no.
The next episode.
I was like, that's not enough time for me to study to be able to take this IQ test. No, I'm just kidding.
We need it from today's IQ. Side note too is that college doesn't only teach you like what you're learning from the book. College also teaches you how to build relationships.
Yep.
It teaches you how to be on, because there people have came to ask me if they think that they should go to college. Like I've had people ask me my advice, and depending on the person, I always ask like, well, what are your goals? That's why I said that. So I'm like, if your goal is to, graduate, get a job, like in this type of job, it's not really required for you to get a degree, or like maybe you can kind of like finesse your way into the job without having to go to the 4 years of college and spend the money.
Yeah.
Okay, great. If this person already has interpersonal skills with people, they know how, because who you know and what you like is better than what you know sometimes. Like being able to land a job is based on networking and relationships
100%.
sometimes. So like, but if you are kind of like a shy person, you're not really good with interacting with people.
I think that going to school pushes you out of that bubble.
It does. It makes you kind of develop those skills.
I know there's a lot of people that went to school and
they still don't have those skills.
No, of course not. Like I have a lot of people that we employ at the company I work at. And I think that because we do have like an entry level job that some people apply for, and some people will come in with like master's degrees. and they still don't have good communication. They don't have that confidence.
Yeah.
I think that you learn that in the workforce. I think you learn confidence in the kind of communications and relationships with time. I
Yeah.
don't think that you're just like, some people are born with it. Like some people can talk to a rock, and from the young age, they're just like
I feel like
communicative.
that was me when I was little. I used to take the mic at weddings, and be like, "Da, da, da, da."
Oh God, Miranda. Hi guys.
My mom told me stories. She has a video of me like singing at a wedding.
Yep.
I literally took
We're
the
gonna pull that
mic.
up one day. We are absolutely gonna put that on the internet.
I've always liked mics. Hence why I have a podcast.
I've always liked mics. I just like, it didn't like, it took a second for my brain. The gear was like, wait, what? What did you just say? Well, that's our thoughts for thoughts. That's also our episode for this week.
Yep.
Next is going to be our facial episode. So we will see you in the studio.
Yep.
And
The treatment room, not the studio.
sorry, I don't know, man. I never call it the right thing.
This is the studio.
Right, in a warehouse. Echo. But yeah, so we'll see you guys next week. Thanks for listening, always watching, and
We post every Thursday.
Yes.
Did you say that already?
Nope. Don't
Okay.
forget to like and subscribe and to rate us 5 stars
Mhm.
because we don't want anything less. You should have done this to show your nails.
5 stars.
And we will see you guys next week.
Bye.